How are you? I hope everybody had a great night. I know I did. I danced last night. Oh yeah, felt good. So let's go. When you say you don't like somebody spiritual, that means you don't like God because God did not deal with 3D. He dealt with spiritual. Everything about divine is spiritual. So when you come out your mouth to fix and say I don't like spiritual people, that means you don't like divine. That's basically what you're saying in so many forms. I don't like spiritual people because they can see through me. I don't like spiritual people because they really be on their divine path. I don't like spiritual people because they're going to tell me the truth about myself. I don't like spiritual people because they can see what I'm up to in the dark. I don't like, so you just basically saying I don't like divine. Divine, when Yeshua walked this earth, he was spiritual. Everything about him was spiritual. When he was healing, when he was doing whatever he was doing, walking this earth, he was spiritual. He was using the flesh just to be a spiritual being. So anytime you say, I don't like a spiritual being, you basically saying you like the devil. That's basically what you're saying. I don't like spiritual beings. I don't like spiritual people because they can see through me. I don't like spiritual people because they do the work. They do all the work they need to do necessary to get close to divine. Anytime you say something like, if I hear somebody say something like that, that's telling me you worship the devil. And it's not you, I'm not to fuck with you. And you're not high vibrational. A spiritual being is high vibrational. That means you're low vibrational. So when I hear people say I don't like spiritual beings because they're basically doing the work, you don't like spiritual beings because you want to be able to do what the fuck you want to do to people. That's what that's telling me. So anytime I hear some shit like that, I don't fuck with you at all. I don't like people that say that because divine is spiritual. God is spiritual. You don't see him, do you? You don't see God, but you know somebody's there, right? But you're praying to a spiritual being, but you don't like spiritual people. You see how retarded people is, child? Let me get that fan on because I'm about to start channeling. Anytime somebody say I don't like spiritual people, that means you don't like spiritual beings. You don't like God. You see, somehow some people don't pay attention to what they talking about, and that's why we won't fuck with you. Ever. Because you're not divine. You're a demon. Like I said. You're a fucking devil. That's crazy as hell. How you gonna say I don't like spiritual people, but you're praying to God and he's a spiritual being? Because you don't see him. Spiritual beings don't go off of 3D shit. We only go off of spiritual shit. And we go on our spiritual paths. So anytime I hear somebody say I don't like spiritual people, I don't fuck with you. And stay the fuck out my energy. That means you low vibrational and you a fucking demon. And you just want to be able to get over on people and do what the fuck you want to do. Spiritual beings able to see, because they're close to the divine, what you're up to. You just don't want people to be able to see what you up to. When y'all hear people say they don't like spiritual beings, get the fuck far away from them. I'm telling you. Get far away from them. I don't like spiritual people. Well, who you praying to then? When you pray, that's spiritual, right? When y'all hear somebody say that, get far away from them. They mean they low vibrational and they do everything demonic to you. I'm letting you know. We're going to get into this spiritual read. So today I was on YouTube. Yeah, exact reason why you stay the fuck away from me. Very low vibrational. Exact reason. Because we already be knowing. That's another thing. We already be knowing. See? From the very beginning. That's why we know not to fuck with you. We be knowing all the way from the beginning. That's why they'll say I don't like spiritual people. It's because we're not about 3D. We're about spirituality. We're about getting closer to the divine. And you're able to see through people once your third eye is open, once you get all your chakras in alignment. You're able to see through them. And that's why they'll say they don't like spiritual beings. Because we're able to see what the fuck they up to in the dark. So when you talk like that, I can't fuck with you. That means you're not part of the divine. That means you're not chosen. That means you're not part of the 144,000 frequency. It's not 144,000 chosen. It's 144,000 frequency. Whoever get on that frequency, close to divine. Yeah, exactly. Knew it all along. Exact reason why there's no connection. Low vibrational ass, demonic ass demon. That's why I say y'all better be looking for somebody that's high vibration, 144,000 frequency. And if they're not on that frequency, fuck them. Y'all hear anybody ever say that? Stay far away from them. I'm letting you know, get the fuck away from them. Anybody you hear say, I don't like a spiritual being, I don't like spiritual people, that's because you're doing the work and you're going on your path and you're trying to seek higher expectations for yourself, people around you. You want to be around high vibrational people and you just want to get closer to divine. You're thinking about divine. You're not thinking about 3D shit. So when you hear somebody say that, they're not trying to get closer to divine. They're demons. So stay far the fuck away from me and stay the fuck out my energy. Satan. So today, you know how we be talking about gangstalking and shit like that. So last week I did an intentions on, I hope the government find out about these secret surveillance, how they need to stop this shit. They need to put this shit to an end. They need to stop people being able to stalk people, hunt people down, go in their electronics and shit like that. So look what I seen today. They're in court right now to stop this. They're in court right now to stop this. Secret surveillance. Look, expose the secret surveillance program, Gangstalking. This happened a day ago. Look, they're in court right now to stop Gangstalking. Let's listen to it for a little bit.
From my friend, Mr. Knott in North Carolina, but want to begin and just kind of break this down really quickly on a basic level. Ms. Scottine, what is the Section 702 database?
It's not a single database per se. Section 702 enables the government to collect the communications of certain foreign targets, which is pretty much any foreigner, if the government has a foreign intelligence purpose, and to collect any information on them, including all of their communications, and that includes communications with Americans. All of that gets fed into various different data systems that different agencies have.
And how vast are these data systems? In other words, what types of information is being collected and about whom?
Right, so we have very little public information about that, but in 2011, which I think is the last time this particular statistic was reported, there were 250 million communications, internet communications obtained.
Look at that, so 250 million people being gangstalked.
If you extrapolate...
Yeah, exactly. And we're getting tired of it. I told you I did my intentions last week for this shit to stop. And now it's about to stop. They're in court right now. Hi, Margaret. They're in court right now talking about this gangstalking. And I know she said something about there was a sheriff or something. There was somebody reported a sheriff stalking them all up in their system and shit. And he reported it to the FBI. And, you know, he reported it that a sheriff in their town was stalking them, surveillancing them, and to the FBI. You see what I'm saying? So you're a rat when you report you're being gang stalked. So they're going to court right now for this to end. They're making a law against gang stalking. And I just said this about a couple weeks ago. They need to put a stop to this. Paying these people, paying crackheads, all types of people to come for you, you know, paying them $20 to get a hit, just gang stalk you and shit like that. Go in your systems, go in your electronics to be able to watch you, stalk you. That's what she's talking about. Like, they're getting a lot of reports of people reporting to the FBI about gang stalking. But you're a rat. I'm the only one, y'all, reporting them. You're a rat when you report to the FBI. You believe somebody, your life is in danger. But we see what's going on now. It says, y'all want to go in here and listen to it further? I put it on my community board. Expose the secret surveillance program. It's a secret surveillance program. It's under David. You know, it's called the secret surveillance program. They're in court. They was in court yesterday about this. But you're a rat. But it's a million people reporting to the FBI. They believe people are stalking them, gang stalking them, and they're getting tired of it. Right? Hey, what's going on? What y'all doing? So let's get into this spiritual read, y'all. Yay! They're in court right now about gang stalking. They went to court yesterday. I don't think it's the UN, because the UN is bigger. They're in Congress right now discussing about this secret surveillance and gang stalking. And I did a intention. I said an intention for this to stop for everybody. About a week ago, I burned that paper, and now look, they're in court yesterday talking about the shit. So if you don't like spiritual people, you don't like spiritual people because they're awakened and they can make shit happen. They're magical beings. It ain't magically, and we magically delicious. Thank you very much. We like strange fruit. And you just mad because you can't get in our energy and you can't get close to us, nor touch us, nor do anything with us. Anyway, y'all ready? Ciao, let's do this spiritual read. Oh, later on we got y'all exes. I don't know if y'all care about, you know, your exes or anything. Let me get some totems. Okay, first. Did I do these last time? I think I did these last time. I'm gonna do these and then I'm gonna do the other ones. And then I'm gonna do the totems on top of them. Okay, y'all, let's go. So y'all can start. I told y'all to start celebrating, didn't I tell you? I told y'all to start celebrating. Let me get some of these cards. And then I'm gonna get some tarot with them. Set more. So somebody need to hear something today. The answers, if there's a question in my heart, you got it. Plans for you. If a question in my heart, hey. Okay, washed away, tends to disappear, swept in emotions, fleeting affair quick. Okay, so somebody could have ghosted you. Okay, floating, needs to go with the flow, finds you enchanting, desire, crush, exclusive. Y'all need to ghost the situation. That's what I'm getting. You need to lift yourself higher than what your expectations. I am so, lift your expectations higher. Motherfucker ghosted and shit. They think they could do whatever they want to do to you, huh? Boo boo. You allow a motherfucker just to ghost your ass, come back when they want to, tell you all types of lies, manipulate your ass. That means you need to be on that 144,000 frequency. You know what jellyfish I'm thinking this is? That's an electronic jellyfish. You know that glowing jellyfish that be under the shore? Y'all ever seen it? And it's powerful. It's a powerful jellyfish. Like you soft, but you got power. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. You're going to be on that 144,000 frequency. Wake up. You don't be letting people use you like that. Oh well. Abundant. Generous with love, emotions, flow freely, exclusive, rich content. That's why they do that. You're abundant. You got abundant energy, so they want to harvest. They take it, they come get it, and then they take it. Ciao. I'm about to get you. Lone wolf. Not ready to settle down, needs a lot of space, can't commit, free spirit. So they're a lone wolf. They're wolves in sheep clothing. Howl at the moon. They probably only come around a moon cycles and shit. Today is the new moon. And Sagittarius, which is Jupiter, abundant. You need to expand, meaning you need to have your, frequencies up a little bit. Expect more from divine, not man. Expect more out of yourself, not man. Child, I'm about to throw these cards. Healing. Recovering from trauma, willing to heal together, release, bonding better. You're a pearl, you're a diamond in the rough, you're a chosen one, or whatever you want to say you are. You're a diamond in the rough. They can't be found. You barely can find people like you. They barely can find people like you. And to let somebody come in and steal your joy and happiness and your frequency and your energy, girl, bye. Naga, bye. Okay, well, that's what you decide on. I mean, you don't feel as though your worth, you don't know your worth. Union wants you to be happy. You feel supported, merge, match, marriage. When I say merge, match, marriage, that means they on your 144,000 frequency. Y'all both diamonds in the rough. Y'all barely can find each other. You see them two pearls separated right there? Diamonds in the rough, pearls in the rough, whatever you want to say. Like, people can barely find people like you. Abundant energy. And you just let anybody come in and dog your energy out. We all did it, but boo boo. Once you know who you are, it's a no. They can't even step in your energy. Your energy is too divine. And then they'll say, you stuck up, you think you all that? Yep. Me and Divine said I'm all that. Child, union, wants to be happy, wants you to feel supported, merge, match, marriage. All right. Full moon, new moon. Intentions. Set your intentions for a better union with Divine and yourself. Mind, body, and soul hidden. Keeping secrets from you, hiding their true feelings, disguise quiet fear. See? Coming in like the lone wolf and shit, howling at the goddamn moon. Ain't talking shit. You ain't talking a damn thing. You talking bullshit. A bunch of bullshit. And they barely can find an earth angel or a star seed, whatever you want to call yourself, alien, whatever you want to call yourself, like you, a divine being. You know, and they play games with divine beings. You know, romance. Wants to court you, old-fashioned outlook, chemistry, intrigue. You be getting messages from, you know, spiritual totems. That's why I'm going to do the spiritual totems. You could be seeing a lot of birds. They giving you messages. They might be coming early in the morning. You might hear them late at night around your house. They're giving you messages. That's the divine. Spiritual animals are spiritual. You know what scripture that gives me? If the birds ain't worried, why are you as a human? They don't worry how they're going to eat. They don't wonder how they're going to wash. They don't worry about shit. That's how you should be. They know divine got them. That's how you should be walking this earth. I know divine got me. You know. We have tempted. Hard to resist others, mostly about passion. Secrets, desire, and lure. Yeah, watch out for that. That apple, abundant. You know, that abundant energy. Tempted. You know, like they want to come in and bite the damn apple, but don't want to water it, don't want to, you know, wash it. They just come right in and bite it. With pesticides and shit. You know, giving you pesticides and shit. You a shiny fucking apple, and they just want to come in with pesticides and shit and spray you and shit, and then, you know, fairy tale has a very high standards, wants happily ever after, romance, fantasy. See? Over the lone wolf, over can't commit. Unicorn energy, magical being. That's what I just told you. Powerful being. And you don't see that because you're in human form. So you don't see us. About to throw these cards. Give me something for healing, child. I'm gonna just keep going. Transition. Looking for a change. Relationship status shifts. Travel. Move on. Level up. Healing. Two people healing together. You know, high frequencies. Rarely could be found in this world. Child. And you wasting your time with a lone wolf. Howling at the goddamn moon. The fuck out of here. Travel. Move on. Level up. These are people holding you back. What's that noise? Y'all heard that, right? Timeless. Not in a hurry to commit. May need to slow down. Stable values lasting. Union. Okay, you want something lasting. You know. You don't want nothing low vibrational. Boundless. Gives their whole heart, unlimited affection, balance, real open. Exactly. Union. Timeless. Divine timing. You know, you can see through the bullshit. I'm telling you, like this ball right here. You know, see, you have this within you. This high priestess, high hidden knowledge. You know, you can see through the bullshit. When you awaken, timeless. Not in a hurry to commit. May need to slow down. Stable. There we go. When. I seen when. Boundless. Gives their whole heart. Balance, real open. That's how you balance this shit when y'all both is on this violence real open with each other. This person just hidden. They're a lone wolf. They don't even know when they found a pearl, a diamond in the rough. They just come in a, one of those people that when they buy fruits at a grocery store, they don't rinse their shit off. They just bite into it and shit. Don't even wash the fucking vegetables. Don't wash the meat. Don't wash shit. Then when they get sick, they wonder why. One of those damn people. You probably do that shit. Like, I'm gonna wash them fruits and the meats off before I cook it. They just die right on in. They don't give a fuck. And they don't care about, they more care about the outer appearance. They don't care about, your soul. That's crazy. They don't give a fuck. They don't have no emotions. They don't care if you chosen or not. They don't care if you connected to divine or not. They don't care if you just a 1 in a million to find in this earth. That's an empath. They got that abundant. All they care is about that abundant energy. And that yeah, y'all know. I mean, pay attention to y'all be hearing birds at night, late at night. I keep hearing that. I keep hearing birds chirping, like late at night. It's a reminder of that scripture. If divine take care of the birds ain't worried. They don't worry what they gonna wash, eat, shit. They don't worry about shit. The motherfuckers just fly. They just fly. Take care of their youngins, and they ain't worried about shit. They ain't worried about this 3D shit. They ain't worried about a motherfucker. They just soar. They just transition. They fly south, during the winter and all the other stuff, in a flock, they all together. They gonna stick together. They know what's up. They know when that cold is coming. They gotta go to another direction where it's warm at, to stay warm, under divine light. They stay under divine light. What the hell? Child, these people just think they can come and go out your energy. Like, when somebody divine, you're not allowed to do that. I don't give a fuck who you are. What makes you think you could do this? Like, I can come in your energy and I can leave when I want. I can come in your energy, leave when I want. Yeah. And that's why you get karma. Coming in like the lone wolf. Howling at the goddamn moon. Vampire. People gonna get enough of this doing divine beings like any type of way. Like, even if you don't know people, when they come in your energy and they're not allowed to and they doing that shit, they think they're gonna get away with that shit. That's why they always get karma. That's weird. Washed away. Your mama get washed away. Quick results. Rabbit. You could be seeing rabbits. I don't know if they out in the cold, but move swiftly to realize your dreams and adapt to new situations with grace. Do this shit with grace. Like, I know y'all get upset at these people like coming in with that bull. That's why you'll never let them come in your energy. They're lone wolf. They howl at the moon. They vampires. Wolves. Like that movie. What's that movie? They just come up vampires and the wolves. I can't think of that show that used to come on. Happiness. Hummingbird. As you buzz through life, remember to enjoy good times, live out joy. You better stay in joy, man. These people is weird. They just want to come in and get what they want. Come in and get your abundant energy and then leave. And go enjoy your joy that you're supposed to have and take your joy away from you. Think about that. People that's bitter and they miserable, they come in and the abundant energy, steal your joy and walk off with it and spread their joy with somebody else. The joy they took from you and leave you in despair. Thank you. These people crazy. Y'all like this shit? Y'all like doing this shit? When you're a diamond in the rough. You know you're a diamond in the rough. You don't think you like that? When y'all be saying when y'all be saying y'all divine, y'all chosen, y'all star seeds, y'all indigos, what are you really saying? Do you really mean that from your heart? Or are you just saying it just to say it? I'll just really be I know it take a while to get there because it took me a while to get there, like, you know, to really get in that. I always been abundant, but like more, you know, on that 144,000 frequency to just like look at divine until, you know, the right person come along, you know, and trust me, it feel great. You know why? Because you wake up in peace and you don't have to deal with no demon. You don't have to worry about somebody coming in and out your life, fucking with you, fucking with your mind. Even though you got some people around you that be trying to fuck with your mind, like, and shit like that. Like, we ain't got time for that. I don't know what frequency you on. 20? The hell? You on 20? You on 144,000. That's what it really mean, y'all. It don't mean just 140. It's too many people in the world. Think about it. It's 8.6 billion people in the world. It might be more now because more children got born. But we're talking about 144,000 frequency. Not 144,000 people. Happiness, awakenings, and, you know, quick results. I mean, that unicorn energy, magician. You gotta find that magician within. Divine was a magician within. That's the frequency you're supposed to be on. You're supposed to be on that frequency right there, where you can walk around. If you're a healer, you're a healer. That's what the hell it is. If you got to go through that, you got to go watch Passion of the Christ or whatever again. Just pay what frequency he was on. If he can make, like, if he in a boat and he can make, and that shit rocky and he just standing still like, whatever, I control this shit. What the fuck you talking about? You know, and he's on that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the frequency you supposed to be on. That's 144,000 frequency. I'm gonna control this shit. It ain't gonna control me. I'm gonna control it. That should be your mindset. Just like when people come in, you ain't gonna control this. I'm gonna control you. And what I'm allowed to accept. Y'all really we all did it, but I ain't accepting this shit no more. Get the fuck out of my energy, devil. Get the fuck out of my energy. Yeah, that's another thing. They want quick results. Good news, bluebird. Didn't I say something about a bluebird? I be seeing bluebirds fly all around here. I be trying to get it on camera. I think I got it on camera video. It's bluebirds all around here. Cardinals and all that shit. Red birds. I seen a nice green. It had green right here and like olive green, you know, feathers, you know. Let this message of hope inspire you to keep going and lend your support to others. I keep saying there's something about that scripture about the birds, and you got to go look it up, exactly what it say. Bluebird spirit, hummingbird. You got hummingbird, and you got a bluebird. It's something about birds, messages. You know, pay attention to the signs. You know, you're going to a different level. It's something about happiness, boundaries, hedgehog spirit. Nurture and protect your unique qualities and guard yourself against negativity. Because that negativity frequency is off. If you're on 144,000 frequency and you're close with divine, somebody come in miserable as hell with that low ass vibration, like that's not balanced at all. They're gonna come in and unbalance you and then, you know, leave with your frequency and your energy and give it to somebody else. Bitch, please. Go take that shit somewhere. Water element. Purification. Y'all need to go ahead and take spirit. Cleanse your energy out. That's what I'm getting out of this. Because you got people trying to come in your energy that don't belong at all. They don't appreciate you. They don't understand your frequency. Your frequency's too high. You know. Dive deep into your emotions, finding healing and renewal in the depths of your being. In the depths of your being. You gotta look within yourself. Like, you gotta really see what you deserve. Motherfuckers want you to come in and throw off your frequency. You don't deserve more than this. You don't deserve more than me. You don't deserve more than me. You deserve misery. That's basically what they're telling you. You deserve misery. You don't deserve, you know, to be with divine or another high vibrational being like yourself. You don't need to, you know, stop them storms from coming towards you. You don't need to be on that frequency where as though I'ma do it. It ain't gonna do me in, that frequency right there. You don't need to be going around healing people, healing yourself. You need to stay down here with us in hell. That's really what it is. It's hell. A repeated cycle is hell. If you stay in a karmic cycle and you never vibrate to a different level, you're in hell. You're in the abyss, basically. Who the hell want to keep vibrating on that level? That's basically what hell is, like vibrating on the low vibrations. You keep going through karmic cycles. People not appreciating you. People just dogging you the fuck out. And to the point where they destroy the fuck out you. All the way. That's hell. To the point where they destroy the fuck out you. Where they want you to the point where they destroy you because they already know your frequency. They come in and snatch your frequency, give it to who they want to give it to because they never want to grow. They never want to heal. They never want to fly. They love staying in that 3D matrix shit. They never want to heal. So what they're going to do, go into a divine being's frequency if you allow. You got to allow. You got to say yes. You can come in my energy and fuck me up. That's basically what you're saying. Yeah, come in my energy and fuck me up. That's why they say a person only going to do what you allow. You're not going to come in here and fuck with my mind, body, and soul after I did all this work, boo-boo. You're not going to come in and do that. So you got some good news coming in. We got mouse spirit, confidence. Even the smallest actions can have big impact. So never underestimate your abilities. That's what they want you to do. Underestimate your abilities to heal. Or heal others. That's what they come in to do. Rob, kill, destroy. Like, you can't do that. Destroy your confidence. You can't do that. You ain't no chosen one. You ain't this. You ain't that. And then leave. Haha, I got you. I got you to get low vibrational so we can bring you hell now. We can come in and bring you some hell now. Now all I got to do is send another demon in. And another demon in until we get you all the way to the bottom. Child, these are people like to destroy people's confidence because they ain't have none. They're not on no 144,000 frequency. You can tell. When you reach that level, that 144,000 frequency, meaning you only concentrate on the divine, you'll be able to see through people. What they all about. Like, you're not coming in with that bullshit to destroy my confidence after all this work I did on myself. You crazy as fuck. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve... Who the fuck are you? That's the devil. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve money. You don't deserve a house. You don't deserve a home. You don't deserve no shoes. You don't deserve a job. You don't deserve no children. You don't deserve this. That's hell. That's somebody once you go in a completed cycle, keep going through a cycle of karmic cycles. Never want you to elevate because they don't want to elevate. They don't want to do the work. They want to be lazy with the divine. How the hell you walk this earth and be lazy with the creator? I just want to understand that shit. If he said go to work, do your job, whatever job that is, healing or whatever, how the fuck you going to tell divine no? So then what the fuck? Yeah, some of these people, he make them, come here and then he knew exactly what they're going to do before they did it. He already knew they wasn't going to be shit. He already knew they wasn't going to be shit. You got a karmic lesson to learn or to complete karmic cycles from past life and you don't want to complete it. So you're going to keep going through this cycle over and over again. That's hell. Every time you be reincarnated, you got to do this shit over and over again because each time you come here, you don't want to complete this karmic debt you got to pay. Child. And then when you see somebody else trying to, get rid of their karmic debt, you want to punish them like you God. That's another thing I don't get. How you gonna punish somebody because they're completing their karmic debt? Just because you don't want to complete yours. That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. You get mad at somebody because divine said, come here, complete your karmic debt from the past life. You completing it, this time because you ain't trying to go do this another lifetime, a karmic cycle of hell. That's basically what it is. That's hell. But you're going to say, you can't complete it because I'm lazy. You making me look bad because the next lifetime you ain't gonna have to go through this. I'm gonna have to because I'm lazy. I don't want to do the fucking work. So if I don't want to do it, why you gotta do it? Child, yeah, I know that's right. Child. Oh, child. Do y'all believe that's hell, though? That you gotta keep coming back, repeating the same fucking shit over and over again instead of doing the fucking work? Just get it over the fuck with, man. Just over and done with. Every lifetime you going through a hell. That's hell. That's the best way I can explain it. That's hell. Every reincarnation you coming back doing the same shit. Bad relationships. It's ending the same way. You know, if it was domestic violence and you got ended to do domestic violence because you didn't learn your lesson and you keep going back to these karmic men, karmic women, and then they take you out. Now you got to come back and learn again and learn again. You know, right. That's what you're supposed to be completing, these generational curses. So you and your bloodline is completed with all that karmic shit. Whether it's addictions, whatever the fuck it is. That's hell. Nobody don't believe that. That is your hell. You're going to keep coming back, going through the same cycle every time. Can you imagine somebody always getting into domestic violence every reincarnation and they always get taken out by their person? And now you got to come back. Let's see if you learn this time. Let's see if you learn this time what I'm trying to teach you. You know, that's hell. People don't believe that shit, but that's the same way you got taken out last time, the same way you be taken out. Woo, child. Instead of dying of old age. And back in the days, ancient days, they died of old age. They lived to be 1,000 years old. You know, instead of dying of old age, you know, many colors, chameleon, spirit, blend in or stand out as the situation requires to fit the needs for the moment. You know, I'm just getting observed out of that. And when motherfuckers switch up, a lot of motherfuckers will switch up on you because your frequency is too high. Then if they switch up, then you gotta get them the fuck out your energy. Like straight up. I'm just getting like chakras. They be coming in and work on your chakras. Like, you know how a chameleon change their colors, they can go blend in with the trees, whatever, you know, roots or, you know, trees, they can turn brown, they can turn green, they can turn any fucking color. Like, you just gotta sit there and observe motherfuckers about their chakras. If their chakras in alignment and balance and shit, you can tell which chakras is out of alignment. Like if, say you got a person that sit on the couch all damn day, you can tell that's their solar plexus, like, you know, willpower. You don't have no willpower. You're unbalanced chakras. So when you start, that's what the message is I'm getting. Like it's something like that. You gotta keep cleansing out your energy. And then just do the work this lifetime. So next lifetime, you don't have to go through no bullshit with nobody. If you finding yourself in karmic situations, man and woman with men, women, you know, pay attention to that because maybe you was taken out every reincarnation and it's a lesson you need to learn to stay the fuck away from that and get on high frequencies. You get what I'm saying? And know your self-worth. Maybe that's another thing. You're a diamond in the rough. You know, no, you can get fat, quick results. Stay the fuck away from. I don't give a fuck what energy they sending. I don't give a fuck. That's why you gotta keep cleansing your energy because these motherfuckers be doing magic. They be doing all types of shit to draw you closer to them, putting you on their altars and all that other fuck. You got abundant energy and they just want to come in and, you know, like a blood sucker. Just sit there and like a mosquito. Just sucking off your fucking energy and then go bring it to somebody else or themselves. Like, hell no. And you know mosquitoes nowadays carry diseases. You get what I'm saying? Hell no. Keep purifying your energy. I just wanted to do this before I do y'all X. with your ex. I don't know if you want to learn about your ex. I'm sure you do. If you was in a karmic cycle with your ex, fuck them. And this is why people say they don't like spiritual people, because we be like, fuck you. Fuck you. You're not bringing that frequency, that low vibrational frequency towards me after I just told you I healed from karmic cycles throughout my life, and I'm trying to complete my karmic debt so I don't have to go through hell this next lifetime. I'm trying to get on that Yeshua frequencies. Whereas though when something try to bother me, when that boat is rocking, it won't bother me at all. I'm gonna be calm as hell. I'm like, you're not gonna beat me, Storm. I'm gonna beat it. How the hell people don't understand that? Like, if motherfucker, I'm telling y'all, if motherfucker talk that, you ever hear somebody say, I hate spiritual beings, I hate spiritual people, they basically saying they hate themselves and they hate divine. Because nobody is seeing divine, but you see him every day. You damn sure do. And spiritual animals, trees, whatever's growing, whatever you see, the sky, the moon, the stars, the equator, he's here every day. He, she, whatever you believe in. But when you hear somebody say that, get the fuck away from them. That's telling you right there, I don't like divine. I don't like the creator. You don't like somebody that's getting closer to divine and trying to break generational curses? They're like a monk, a nun, a shaman. They just try to get out of karmic cycles so their whole generation don't have to go through this again. Even though their generation got to do the work too. But mostly you the generational curse breaker. So that's basically what you're saying. I don't like a generational curse breaker. I want to be able to come in and put you in a cycle of hell. Pay attention to that. You ever hear somebody say that? Stay the fuck away from them. That means they're not on high vibrationals. Their mindset is fucked up. Like, they don't even understand that when you say that, you basically saying, I hate God. I hate divine. Like, divine is a spiritual being. Divine ain't about no goddamn 3D shit. Child, y'all better learn something today, man. I'm just trying to let you know. I hope y'all got exactly what I was saying. And y'all need to start celebrating. If you are doing the work, good for you. Keep going. The ones that still coming, don't faint. Don't fold. Don't be letting anybody, just because they try to draw you back into that low vibrational frequency, whatever it is, don't let them do it. Don't let them drag you to hell. That's point blank at the end of the day. Don't let them drag you to hell. Rise up as, out of them fucking ashes. That's sulfur. Okay? Because they demons. If you don't believe in demons, just because they're in a fleshly form, they're demons. They could be ran by demons. They be used to come against you in flesh. I'm just trying to let you know so they can keep you in this cycle. Not the wheel of fortune, but this cycle of hell. Like, drag you to hell. No, demon. You know that wheel of fortune when they got that devil on there? They want that devil to keep riding the fucking wheel. Bitch, no, you gonna jump the fuck off. I don't like roller coasters any goddamn way. Y'all join me for y'all, what your ex gotta say. Okay? Trust me on this one. That's crazy. Anyway, love you.